WHI and WHMI-FM, Howell Brighton. Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock, and with WHMI News Headlines, I'm Kurt Cole. And we begin this particular segment, this particular edition of the program, with one from the second album from Blood, Sweat, and Tears, featuring Steve Katz on the lead vocals. The Music of America, taken from the Hideaway LP, and Amber Cascades on WHMI, the voice of Livingston County. A good sunny Sunday afternoon to you, brothers and sisters. 37 degrees in Livingston County. And we began that particular set with one from Crosby and Nash. David and who? David Crosby and Graham Nash. Who else? Wind on the Water, and that's the name of the album. To the Last Whale, a medley of Critical Mass and Wind on the Water. The Bangles from Different Lights with If She Knew What She Wants. Brand new from the Jets, we heard Anytime, and America with Amber Cascades. 546-1350, phone lines are now open once again. Having a lot of fun on the phones already, and hey, all I can say is your suggestions are welcome. 546-1350 is the number. Do these and write back with the late, great Jim Croce. 38 degrees here in Livingston County. And this is the weekend wind down with Kurt Cole. It's nice to have your company. It's such a nice Sunday afternoon out there. Time to roll down the window and let that frigid air come through the front seat or the back seat. We go back to the days of progressive FM radio, an artist that was played quite often in those days from her very first LP. The music of Joni Mitchell on your choice, The Voice, WHMI. The film Angel of Light will be presented by the youth group of Oak Grove United Methodist Church. That's going on today until 7:30 p.m. The church is located on Oak Grove Road, and that's just 6 miles north of Howell. The public is welcome, and a free will offering will be accepted. If you are a Howell City resident, or if you live in the country, rather county, or have a Howell mailing address, you are invited to take part in Christmas Luminaria 88. Luminaries are flickering paper lanterns made by using paper bags filled with sand and a lighted candle inside. These paper lanterns are placed along the walkways leading to your homes, and you can order your supplies now at $2.50 per set of 5, and order forms are in the county press at the Howell Chamber of Commerce. The Christmas illumination will be Sunday, December 18th, but you must order your supplies by Monday, December 5th. The proceeds will benefit the historic restoration of Fleming School. And we started off that set with one from Todd Rundgren, Hello, It's Me, a song that he also did with this old group, the Nazz, back in the late 60s. We had Crockett's theme from Jan Hammer, and Thanks for My Child, that was Cheryl Pepsi Riley. And once again, the Bourgeois Tag, and I Don't Mind At All on WHMI. It's 37 degrees right now, and my name is Kurt Cole. You're listening to the Weekend Wind Down program, and we take you all the way up until 5 o'clock with that. From 1 to 5 each and every Sunday. In 60 seconds, however, we'll take you live to New York for the news. Stepping into the final hour of this week's edition of the Weekend Wind Down. Hope all is well. Kurt Cole in here, Dave Jones at 5 o'clock with the Big Band Beat. Keep us on all night, my friends. And 546-1350 if you do have a suggestion this afternoon. This goes back to the late 1960s, and this was by suggestion this afternoon. Spanky and Our Gang, and Sunday Morning.
Everybody got the You know, there's 3 people starting on one now. Did you know that?
Well, that about wraps things up for this week's edition of the Weekend Wind Down. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your company. Hope you enjoyed all the tunes. We get together and do this type of thing every Sunday afternoon between the hours of 1 and 5. And again, thanks for tuning by. I welcome you back next Sunday, same time, same place, for another edition of the weekend wind down. Dave Jones is next with the Big Band Beats. And you have yourself a good week and a good evening, and I'll talk to you next Sunday at 12 noon here on The Voice of Livingston County. We close with a number from Jethro Tull. Sounding a lot like Tommy James and the Shondells from 1969, that is The Click and Sugar on Sunday. In fact, that record was, Tommy James did have something to do with it. He didn't produce it, but he did something, and it says on the label, but if I leaned over the turntable and took a look, then you wouldn't be able to hear me very clear, which anyway, enough of that. 10 minutes after 4, and how you doing? A good Memorial Day weekend to you, brothers and sisters. Kurt Cole in here until 8 o'clock. And I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be running around in here giving you lots of information, playing you all different kinds of music, just like we do every Sunday afternoon. And when I go home, I'm probably going to smell like some forsaken vegetables. 77 degrees in town. We're going to try to open up the phone lines in a little while, but you might have some trouble getting through because we're going to have some road reports for you, and we're going to let you know everything happening out there on the road. So that, of course, is very important, and we want to get you safely to and from wherever you're intending to go this Sunday afternoon. Once again, 410 here in Livingston County. The very latest from Paul Carrick and Terry Nunn. This is the theme from Sing, Romance on WHMI. Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds. This song's a little out of season, but I think you'll agree, a fine piece of music. Justin Hayward was involved on this one. There's several artists that took part in this collaboration from Jeff Wayne back in the late 70s. Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds with Justin Hayward, leader of the Moody Blues, doing Forever Autumn on 93.5 WHMI. Anyway, Gary Brooker was the lead singer and the keyboardist and writer for Procol Harum. Keith Reed did a lot of writing, but Gary Brooker, of course, leading the band on the Hammond organ, one of those great big organs that, I guess synthesizers came along and all hail substitution took place. But this was one of their early hits. This was the follow-up hit single to A Whiter Shade of Pale, Hamburg on WHMI. Happy birthday to Gary Brooker from Procol Harum.
Right here on Livingston County's 93.5 WHMR.
Something worth thinking about, isn't it? Especially this weekend. Make sure if somebody drives you home tonight, they're safe to ride with. With us on the line is Denise from AAA. We're going to see if we can get her over the air like we're supposed to. And if not, then I'll fiddle with a couple of buttons. And without any further ado, let's see here. Hello, Denise. Are you there?
Oh. Well, many travelers may be making plans for their homebound trip tomorrow, but there is still a steady stream of northbound traffic.
And I do have 4 obituaries to report at this time. Alfred Ike Goss, age 66, of Heartland, died Friday. Funeral services will be held on Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. at McDonald's Funeral Home in Howell. Paul Simon on WHMI. Talking about where the king was born. Graceland. Paul Simon on WHMI, 15 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. And you got Kurt Cole again on a Sunday evening here in Livingston County. Hope you're enjoying the program so far. From all of us to all of you out there, a very, very happy Memorial Day weekend to you. And we want to remind you, of course, that make it a safe one. Don't drink and drive. Don't get behind the wheel and think that a couple of beers is okay. It's not. And you're a hazard to other people out on the road if you drink and drive. So keep it cool, keep it inside, and just keep it away from the wheel. And a little friendly advice there from all of us here at WHMI. Once again, a very happy Memorial Day weekend. Originally done by a group called the Original Cast out of Canada back in 1969. That's the 1973 version by Coven and One Tin Soldier. Excuse me, Coven. I just remembered Coven. That's how you pronounce it. WHMI, 75 degrees in town, and we got something to take care of. And I'll come right back with the very latest from the Doobie Brothers, Pat Simmons and Tom Johnson singing together once again right after this. It's WHMI, Livingston County's 93.5, and what a rocker that is, the brand new one from the Doobie Brothers. And it sounds like they went from the Stampede album right into that one and skipped over the period between 1976 up until about, what was it, 1983 when they departed, when Michael McDonald left the band permanently. Tom Johnston back together again, just like back in the early 70s, rocking them out there with Pat Simmons, a longtime original member of the Doobie Brothers. Tom and Pat together again, and the brand new Doobie Brothers tune, The Doctor, on WHMI 6:30, and taking a look at your weather. Taken from the movie Kelly's Heroes. That's the Mike Curb Congregation from 1971 and Burning Bridges on WHMI. It's a husband and wife team known as Mac and Katie Kassoon from the summer of 1971 here on WHMI, and a tune called Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep, a song about birds here on this Memorial Day weekend. 75 degrees in town, and we want to let you know the Make-A-Wish bikers, they're getting close, and they should be here at the finish line here at WHMI in about 15 minutes, at about 4:45. And you're invited to come down and see them finish, and we're located on Grand River right here in Howell. And you can't miss it, right next to the Howell High School. There's a little house in between the high school and the station, but be on the lookout for the big white sign with black letters that say WHMI. And again, we're located on Grand River right here in Howell, and you want to come down and see the Make-A-Wish bikers finish here at WHMI. You're about 15 minutes away from that. Kurt Cole is my name. I'll be in here until the 8 o'clock hour with just all kinds of music to make your Sunday afternoon a little bit special. We got a bit of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and your suggestions are welcome at 546-1350. And welcome to During the Dinner Hour and Beyond, which is no title of any special segment of the program. I guess I just felt like saying it, didn't I? Here's Debbie Gibson and Electric Youth, such a powerful new hit on Livingston County's 93.5.
Hi everyone, this is Bobby Vinton. Be sure to join Jimmy. I'm feeling so good. Hi everyone, this is Bobby Vinton. Be sure to join Jim Evers for the very best in country entertainment on WHMI Stereo 93.5.FM.
I find this way roses are red, my love, like the sun.
That's Roxette on WHMI, the latest from Roxette. This is Livingston County's 93.5 WHMI in All Hail Specifics. Tim Lamont is here with a couple of people that took part in the Make-A-Wish bicycle ride. And Tim, what's happening in here?
Well, Kurt, we have a couple of participants. First of all, we have a rider, Jim Gilligan from Snedecor's Cleaners here in Howell. And Jim, you went the whole, what was it, how many miles was it, 311? A
couple of former Beatles there back to back. That's George Harrison from around the time I first started here at WHMI. Got my mind set on you.
this is Jim Evers. Won't you join me this Sunday night for Country Star Spotlight, 8 till midnight, right here on Livingston County's own WHMI 93.5. Thank you.
We returned to our Lost and Found department and received a call a couple of minutes ago regarding a black and spotted white spaniel. I think that is the correct way of describing the dog to you, since I can't read my own writing here. A black and white spotted spaniel with a dark head, and the dog is 2 feet tall and running around down a Wright Road. So if this is your dog, I should have got a phone number here. I have no phone number to give you at this time, but the dog is down around Wright Road. So if you see a black and white spotted spaniel, and it has a dark head, 2 feet tall, and running around down there on Wright, if that's your dog, by all means, head on over there until we get a phone number. And hey, if you got a lost and found animal, in fact, let me read it here. Call us here at WHMI if you have lost or found a pet. Reports are given throughout the day and evening and are brought to you as a public service from 93.5 WHMI, and that number is 546-1350. Susan Jackson, the Poppy family from the late summer of 1970 with That's Where I Went Wrong. That was the follow-up to Which Way You Goin' Billy, as we segue real close into Country Star Spotlight at 8 o'clock, and ABC News, of course, coming up in moments here on WHMI. That about wraps things up for yours truly, Kurt Cole, this week's edition of the Kurt Cole program. I'd like to thank you for your company and invite you back here next Sunday from 4 to 8 here on Livingston County's 93.5 WHMI. And we're going to go into the Lost and Found department once again before I hightail it on out of here. And keys have been lost, lo and behold, lost from the Howell-Brighton area. 2 rings of keys, as a matter of fact. They are attached as well. And you to call Ann at 227-1100. That's 227-1100. Share on WHMI, that going back to the late autumn of 1971 here